wanted to show you this amazing daylily that is just bloomed today inside my living room. And all the other daylilies that are going to sprout in the next few days and blossom. Wow, it is so beautiful. I had to just show that to you guys because it's just, whenever I see this amazing beauty of nature just blooming in front of me and all around us, it's just something you'll have to stop and smell the roses for, and be grateful for this amazing gift of Mother Nature bringing this incredible grace and beauty and color into the world. So I had to show that to you. And I'm so sorry I've been away for so long. Hi everybody, it's Margarita. April Fools. It's April 1st today. Well, I don't really think about it as April Fools anymore because my little, I guess you could call him my nephew, grandnephew, I don't know. But my nephew's little boy is turning 1 today. So April Fools to my little Minchik. He's a precious little gift from the universe, and we love him, and he's got an incredible sense of humor and just a sweet little guy. So happy birthday to you. We're going to be seeing you tonight on doing some FaceTime since you don't live in Toronto. We get to see you on FaceTime, and whenever we go down to the United States, we'll go see you in New York. Anyway, happy birthday, and hello to all of you. I'm back. I'm still on my journey. Oh, there's my journey right behind me. It's like the unending journey, but you know, at some point, the journey comes to a fork in the road, and then you make a different kind of decision, or a different change has been made, and then you just, your journey takes you on a new path. So I think it's fantastic. It never really ends, but at the same time, yeah, it's always good to see that the future is friendly. And the future is very friendly. The past is gone, does not exist, but the future is friendly. I went to this amazing yoga show yesterday, and we were part of an amazing drumming extravaganza. This amazing drum leader and instructor was leading just a whole ballroom full of conga drummers, beginners, intermediates, right? I'm an intermediate. I haven't drummed for a long time, but I have a drum upstairs. A little conga with 2 bongos attached, and I had no idea that I'd be playing drums at the yoga show. I didn't be expected to participate in it, but then I walked into it, and I'm going. And they were giving congas to play, so I was there and entranced for an hour with this wonderful drum leader and this incredible just music and rhythm all around, and yeah, you just get into this trance. It's incredible. That was on for like an entire hour. What an amazing experience, and just a connection to yourself and not having any other thoughts in your mind at all. It was just, oh, bliss. I was so thankful to this man for coming into this world and bringing this gift to all of us at the yoga show. And then I went, you know, on a whim, and a good friend of mine gave me a free ticket, and thank you so much, James. You are a godsend, and I will speak to you today. And later on, there was a yoga, it's called Laughter Yoga, which I didn't know about. I wanted to watch the yoga documentary here at a theater with my sister, and I learned about there was a thing called Laughter Yoga. It originated in India. So this woman was running it and had her studio and another part of the GTA here. But what an incredible hour of laughter, yoga, just like, what? This is yoga? And, it seemed so silly from watching the movie of it, but being a part of it, it was just so uplifting and so intentional and, it didn't feel forced at all. Like people were laughing and I was laughing at their laughter, and there were certain exercises that we had to do to bring about more laughter, and it just brought about so much happiness and peace. And then sending laughter to those who needed laughter. There was a lot of um, just taking the gift and also giving the gift back of laughter that makes people happier and blissful and just resonating and vibrating at a higher level, right? So bringing that to everyone, and the more we vibrate like this, the happier the whole planet will be, right? So I think that we spread a lot of joy and laughter to, if not the whole convention center, probably the entire city, just from the large group that we had yesterday. Such a great day, such a great evening. I stayed true to my diet. I had a tiny bit of cooked food. It was really just lightly steamed broccoli, zucchini, but I had a lot of fruit for my morning, breakfast and lunch, and I did walk through the little food emporium of the yoga show, but I was looking to eat at those places because I knew them all, but of course they were 100% organic, vegan, non-GMO. It didn't matter, they were all cooked. But I stayed true to my fruit for morning and afternoon, and then at dinner I had run out of fruit, so I had a tiny little bit with some kale salad. Oh, this is my pictures with all of my pictures in it as usual. And I sat down and I was eating my fruit and had a little plate of this vegetable and salad. And the table was empty. There were 3 chairs, and a woman said, "Can I please sit down?" And I said, "Of course, there's no one here. You're welcome to join me." She was eating from the same eatery that I just got my food from. And we talked about that for a little while, where I know this place and how I know it, why it's good, and what menu they change up with every day, etc., etc. What restaurants are just not good to go to anymore, even though they profess to be extremely healthy and extremely fresh, and they're not. And then suddenly we're talking about grocery stores, and then where she shops, and what stores had really great grapes, and which ones had really amazing watermelon or mango. And suddenly I said, well, this place is not a good place to eat because a lot of our foods were based in tomato, hot cooked tomato sauce. And so you can't have that because, and she said, it's too acidic. Wow, you know how acidic. And I said, yeah, it's the most acidic hot or cooked food you can eat. She said, yes, I know. I took this course of pH. And what's acid and what's base, and then know how to live on the right side of chemistry. And I got this training here at Nature's Emporium and there at Whole Foods, and under this woman Jeanette, I'm like, well, she's my detox specialist. So I talked about that, and then Dr. Janshura, who brings out all of these alka-bath that I take every night, and Wurzelkraft was like, yes, I have all those products and I know them all. Like I buy them and I know them because Jeanette had talked to me about them. I'm like, how do you know Jeanette? And then we talked about Jeanette, and I mean, like 1 degree or 2 degrees of separation here. That this woman, and I was at the end of my day, and I literally was lingering at that eatery for 10 minutes. I didn't want to sit down anywhere for a really long time. I was almost like the universe was measuring out the time that I would meet this woman, because I was sending out the vibes that I needed to make new friends. My craniosacralist last week said, you're going to lose a lot of friends over this new dietary restriction and the way your path of health is taking you. You're going to drop. A lot of friends are going to drop off because they're not into what you're into, and they're kind of, taken aback, or they feel kind of guilty about eating this certain foods, or they're not open to receive any kind of information like that, or they feel kind of resentful, or want to kind of sort of guilty of what they're eating. So there was a lot of those. I think there's some friends that have kind of dropped off, and those who haven't, who have stayed with me and are trying to really get healthy and accommodating my eating styles as well. But I took that to heart. I really was sending out the vibes of the universe that I guess I'm going to need some new friends who are more like-minded here in Toronto, or have a support group. And, talking to Jeanette, or talk to her in the future when she gets back from Costa Rica, about bringing in this, new friends into my life. And is there a support group out there? Does she know how to connect me? But we'll wait on that. Anyway, so I was sitting down, and I think that's where the whole, the vibes that I sent out were answered. And, my powers in this realm were pretty strong in the past, sending out vibes to people that I want to see again. I haven't seen in a long time, and then they come back to me the next day or the next week, off a subway train or on a streetcar, on a street, like in a restaurant, and it's like so. The energy you have inside you is really, really strong when you send out those signals that electricity does, and those vibrations really do get out. So that's how I ended up meeting this wonderful person. I have exciting news that I'm going to be seeing Dr. Morse, my healing guru, Dr. Robert Morse, in Florida, in just less than a week. It's Sunday. I'll be leaving, flying to Florida for 5 days to take his level 1 intensive course on detoxification and cellular regeneration. So I just want to be so in his aura. I'm learning from him and his team, but also I just want to be. It's going to be such a blessing. I'm going to be so hyped up. I'm already getting extremely overexcited about this, I know, and I wanted to just go there right now. I want to be, if I don't want to leave Florida when I get there. And bringing my wife, bringing my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law was going to be under our care and protection. She's going to be getting healthy and getting off those diabetes pills and getting off those foods that she's eating. She has no gallbladder. People out there, she had a surgery a few years ago, and I found out that she was diabetic for over a year now, which I didn't know, and she's still eating cakes and sugars and sweets and baking white flour, white sugar at home, and eating dairy constantly, and ice cream, sugary crackers. She's addicted now to Triscuits. This woman has got serious food addictions, and she has a little great-grandson on the way, so she has something to live for. We're really going to put her under our care and protection for that entire week, and she's ready to follow instructions, follow protocol. And we're going to be at Airbnb, so there's no way that she can, there's no buffet, there's no restaurant, there's no room service. Actually, she couldn't even order room service, she doesn't speak English. But she's going to be having breakfast and lunch on fruit, raw veg, whatever we're cooking, preparing, we're not cooking. And dinner is going to be with me after my course. There's a post-course kind of a sunset dinner every night prepared by raw chefs that I will be buying tickets for, so the three of us can have dinner together and be with like-minded people as well, and the like-minded positive vibes, and and some more kind of learning going on around the table as well. And post learning that drumming healing, there'll be some tantrics healing and teachings. There'll be some yoga. There'll be some singing bowl teachings. It's going to be tantric. There's going to be a whole lot of stuff that I could be involved with post course every day. And I'm just going to sign up for the post the sunset dinners for now. Let's see. It's going to be drum circles, so I'm going to borrow a friend's drum because it's a little bit smaller than the one I have. Mine is just like, it's a stand-up conga, 2 bongos, and it's a clay base. It's really, really heavy. I can't get that on my carry-on. So I'm going to ask a friend of mine who has like a shitload of instruments in his house. I'm going to borrow one little tiny kind of bongo set, I think. Get involved in the drum circle. And as you see, my orchids and my daylilies and my ivy, like my basil is finally coming back to life. Here by the window, everything's just telling me that life is great. The future is so friendly. And even when you downslide a little, have your steamed vegetable, it's okay. It's okay. And I'm feeling great. I still go swimming 3 times a week in the salt water pool. Grape juice, taking a lot of grapes, watermelon, raspberries today, mango as well. And yeah, like you see, like everything is still cleared. I have no flare-ups, no real blowback. Like a little bit of acidosis, like sometimes when I'm having that. I mean, yesterday there were a lot of samples at this yoga show. I had a couple of crackers, and they're not grain. Of course, they were just like sweet potato crackers, but I should have just tasted and spit it out. I had a little bit of rock cacao, and I did spit that out because it was just getting me so giddy. Like I was just like, it was on my tongue, and it was just like melting on my tongue, and I suddenly felt like woo, dizzy. Just spat that chocolate out, but it was just like, whoa, that was nice, like for the adrenaline, like the adrenal glands are really getting involved, and a little bit is enough, just in moderation. And that's about it. Like the tongue, stomach line still there, like still filling in, still regenerating. You can see that. Getting my acupuncture tomorrow. Urine tests look great. Like there's been no change even with the little bit of vegetable that I'm eating. Still a sediment at the bottom, still a little tornado down the middle of the jar of my urine test. I've been telling people about how to test their own urine. This was my best friend as well last week. And now that I made a new friend, thank you, Elizabeth, I will be trying to connect with you. Although this week is going to be just about preparation for Dr. Morse and Detox Miracle, and one that I'm going to be a part of and paying it forward once I am trained. And I will definitely put my training into good use on my next videos. I will bring in a lot of new learning, a lot of new information, and healing tips, healing strategies, and getting to know your own body and just what you are designed to eat and what those body systems are doing, what each individual food is doing for your body. So I'm going to bring a lot more learning to this channel, and I'm so excited to do that. So excited. Thank you guys so much for sticking with it, and I love you all so much. Take it easy, and I will speak to you after I get back from the healing guru who is Dr. Morse. Okay, so I'm so excited to impart all of this amazing new information. Thank you all so much. Love you.